Joy and life to you from God, who is good, who turns everything toward good, and whose desire it is that your life be good in every way, in what you do, in what you experience, in the life you lead, and in receiving and recognizing all the blessings given to you by your Creator, Redeemer, and Sustainer. Thank you for letting me share today another example of how God can take a time of turbulence and disaster, an edge of chaos, so to speak, and bring out of it something wonderful. Genesis 9, verses 8 and 10, captures the essence of the positive end that resulted from the disaster of Noah's flood. Then God said to Noah and his sons with him, "As for me, I am establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the domestic animals, and every animal of the earth with you, as many as came out of the ark." This is the word of the Lord. And here are some thoughts of mine. The cynic might say that God was behind both the disaster that flooded the earth and the wonderful outcome that followed. But that would ignore the rampant self and other destructive behavior of the era that this story attempts to name and remedy. Besides, whether or not events happened exactly as described isn't at all relevant, really. Not when compared with the lessons that can be learned from the account as it is written. At one end of the story is disaster. The behavior of nearly all humanity was a disaster in need of a remedy. And the remedy was a disaster in itself. But consider all the good that emerged from the chaos, all the new life, all the new beginnings. There was the practical good. Beyond coming safely through the flood, a new start was given to Noah, his family, and all creation to enjoy in an entirely clean and refreshed world. The beautiful good was the rainbow, that colorful refraction of light through rain that never fails to bring to mind hope and silver linings and possibilities glimpsed even as rain falls. It's easy to remember the beauty of the rainbow. It's harder to recall its true significance. Yes, it reminds us of God's promise to never again destroy every living creature. But it is also the sign of a covenant that has been made. The rainbow is one of the first indications we have in the Bible of the desire of God to be in relationship with humanity, with us. The rainbow was the bridge between the two sides entering into that covenant. God's promise on one side, on the other, Noah's commitment to continue the righteous living that had led to God's choice of Noah. So the next time you see a rainbow, give thanks for all the good that came from the flood. Even more important, remember the covenant that was part of that good, the one God has made with us, with you and me. And think about what your end and my end of that covenant might be today. Today's quote is from The Light of the World. In it, Father Andrew writes that the man who first delighted in outside pleasures and then bowed down in misery because he despaired, rises up now and stands on his feet. A sense of self-respect and loyal obedience to a heavenly call takes the place of pessimism and despair. Life is an opportunity of cooperation with God. today, my blessing is that you always find rainbows in the rain. May they remind you that God wants to be in relationship with you and wants you to seek a relationship with your God. God bless you and guide you through storm and sun and give you rainbows to bridge the way between them. Amen.